Hello guys and girls, right, I can't remember who asked for this video about how I've routed the exhaust, but this is the second setup that I'm now doing. So this is the 3.5 inch pipe that I showed you in the previous video, and as you can see it runs from the turbocharger and then obviously down this side, down the side, obviously up, over and around, like I previously said in my video, getting around the manifold header and obviously the engine mount, and obviously head it out to that bit of daylight at the back. It's a bit awkward to see, let me see if I can get the camera down there, but you can just see the daylight down the back there. That's the route you want to go. Now, on the side of the car, as you can see, there's my exhaust system. Sorry it's a bit rough, but this is just mocking up stage at the minute. But obviously it's 2.5 inch pipe works. Oh, like married together, and it goes along. And then as you can see, it goes up through there, made this little adapter bit to sort of go into the two pipes. Matter of fact, once you get past that that manifold and whatnot, there is a fair amount of room between like the chassis around the block in this space, so fanning around in there you've got no worries. Now as you can see, I can get my hand in there, this bit here, that is obviously my 3.5 inch downpipe. That's obviously past the manifold and the engine mount, which is there. A bit hard to see, but there's the engine mount. So as you can see, you have to sort of kick it up around over this, but obviously under this bit, and bring it round. So all I've got to do now is get from here to here. Well, this is obviously loose, but that's kind of the shape I've made it to go in there. But now it's just a matter of getting some more pie cuts and joining that into there, and then onto this bit. So it's not actually too bad once you've got past there. As you can see, my pipe's a little bit ovaled. I've had to squash it just to give myself a bit more clearance sort of between here and the chassis rail, but there's plenty of room between the block. It's just literally this engine mount. That's better view. Right, so it's literally, as you can see, this engine mount there. It's fairly close, but there's a heat shield on that, and this is going to get wrapped anyway. And up the top, obviously where my finger is, you can't really see because of the daylight, but this bit here is obviously the manifold, front facing manifold that's been wrapped, and you can get it through. 3 inch pipe would be a piece of piss, but 3.5 inch pipe, still fairly straightforward, but just takes a bit more time and persuasion to slip it through. The hardest part is making it so you can take it apart easier. So here, where it joins into 2.5 inch pipe, I'm going to have a slip joint like that on the end here. So I'll swage out a bit of this 3.5 inch pipe, so another bit of 3.5 inch pipe will slip into it, and that will go onto this end. And then when I finish the downpipe from the turbocharger, I can literally just slip it into the swaged end, and then hook some clips, spring clips, along that side, and then one, oh, can I get it? Yeah, one this side. So yeah, and obviously just hung it off the original mounting point there. Nice and solid, doesn't need no flex up to this point. I wanted all this to move with the engine and whatnot. And obviously then you got the slip joints, middle box, and then another slip joint, and then this on rubber hangers, so it does got a bit of movement at the back end. So yeah, that is how far I've got so far. I hope this is of some use to some people, so you can kind of see how much room you've got. Obviously there's the cross member, and it's, oh, that epoxy sun. But yeah, you have got, what have you got here? You've probably got, to give you a sort of comparable sort of size, that from this cross member up, obviously all the footwell part slides upwards anyway. You've probably got a 10 or 11 inch high gap by about 8 or 9 inch wide gap, so it's plenty of room to fanny about with whatever you're going to do. Like I say, the hardest part is that engine mount and that subframe to get through, but once you pass that, it just opens up into a great big void. As you can see, there's hardly anything around it just to join onto this pipe. But I decided to go with the 2.5 inch pipe because obviously my car is fairly low. It's not slammed and all this stance malarkey, but I didn't want it to scrape anyway, so I decided to go with the 2.5 inch pipe work along into there, rather than just a single 3.5 inch, because it would have just hung down probably about here. So this has given me a lot more clearance compared to what it would have been if it was 3.5. So only a quick short video, but I hope that helps, and I'll catch up with you again soon.